Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 ranked weapons, in my opinion, in Season 8 of Fortnite Battle Royale, because a lot has changed since the last time I made my list. We were talking about the gold AK-47, the gold heavy, stuff like that, and it really has changed now, right? This is Season 8. We're going to be talking about the top 10 weapons, in my opinion. Of course, other people's opinions might be different from my own, and that's why there's a comment section down below. You guys can feel free to put your own sort of list, and I'm going to explain my choices. You know, for example, why I don't use snipers as much, because I'm not as good at with them, and while they'll be higher ranked for other people, and as well as my opinion on tactical shotguns versus pumps. We'll talk about all that in a second here. If you guys could drop a like in this video, I would very, very much appreciate that. Smack that like button if you guys want to see me ranking more stuff or more videos like that. All it takes is a millisecond of your time to go on that video and click that like button. If you guys are watching it holding your phone sideways, flip that phone right around and then tap that like button and flip it right back. I'd very much appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and as well, big shout out to everyone using my code TheGoblinYT in the item shop. And let's get right into it. Now, first of all, this of my 10 list does not include tactical shotguns or snipers, and I'm going to explain why. So with snipers, if you're a good sniper, the hunting rifle, the bolt, the silence bolt, the heavy sniper, those would all be on your top 10 list of weapons, right? But me personally, I'm a console player. I play on PS4. I'm honestly not the best sniper, and I don't really use them too much. Like, I do value a heavy sniper, and I do carry it occasionally and get kills with them, but that's the reason why snipers aren't on my list. So, of course, if you're a sniper, they would be on your list. That's just the reason why they aren't on mine. And with tactical shotguns, in my opinion, tactical shotguns do have a place in this game, and they really are good for early game, but there's a reason why you don't see the pro players using, you know, they go with the gold pump at the end game. They don't go with the blue tac, and that's why the tac isn't on my list as well. I used to be a big tac player, but now it's all about the pump, especially with build fight and how good people are nowadays. So let's get right into it and talk about these. These are going to be in order, and I'm basically ranking them as far as the top weapon of that class, right? So if we're talking about the SCAR, it would be the gold SCAR. But there are some things that I separated, such as the blue pump from the gold and purple pump and different things like that. But I'll explain it as we go on, right? So let's go and start with number 10. Coming in at number 10 is the blue assault rifle, the traditional blue assault rifle. Now, this is one that I still think has a very good spot in this game. This is great for multiple aspects. Number one, if you want to carry just an AR and a good shotgun, like you don't have an SMG or a finishing weapon, you can't really do that with an AK or a heavy, which is the AK, but you can do that with a traditional. And the traditional blue AR honestly has very good accuracy, very good damage, and you can use it up close as well at distance. There's not too much complaints about this weapon other than the fact that it's not a SCAR or something like that. You know, it doesn't have that much damage or that much accuracy, but it is a very good significant weapon, and it's one that, oh, thank you. Whenever you pick it up in the game or I come across it, it's like, oh, wow, that's a sigh of relief. I do have a blue AR. Coming in at number 9 is going to be the blue pump. Now, this is what I'm talking about, where I separated the blue pump from the purple and gold one. And the reason being is because I really think there's a big difference between the blue and the green. Just in how, you know, how much damage you're actually hitting for, how accurate it is. It does feel like there is a difference. And I feel like I do so much better with the blue shotgun. And I'm always usually hyped when I find that one. The thing with that, too, is that even green pumps, blue pumps, they're not so easy to find. I mean, it feels like in Season 8, I find a lot of gray tacs. I find a lot of gray ARs and stuff that I don't like as much. So whenever I find a blue pump, that is a nice weapon in this game, and that's coming in at number 9, just because the ability to one-shot. Also, of course, the blue pump has the ability to hit for 200 in a headshot, which is a one-shot kill no matter what. Coming in at number 8, we have the gold grenade launcher. Now, I had to think about this one, how I would evaluate the grenade launcher and the RPG, because I don't use either of them that much this season. I'm more into glider redeploys or carrying double shields or things around that nature, but I do still think these are really good. Now, the RPG did get a significant nerf, and I thought about that, but then I thought about how much rarer the RPG is and how it's hard to get out of a supply. You have to get out of supply drop nowadays, and it's still good because people don't expect the RPG nowadays because there's so little of them. So that's why I put the grenade launcher coming in here at number 7 on my list, I believe it is. Or number 8 on my list is the grenade launcher, and then number 7 on my list is the RPG. So I'm ranking the RPG higher than the grenade launcher just because you can use the RPG vertically and destroy people's builds, and it's a lot just easier to use in build fights. The grenade launcher is more of a third-party in device. The RPG is more practical in that term. So that is my number 8 pick with the gold grenade launcher, my number 7 pick with the gold RPG, and of course we still have much more to go. go. Coming in at number 6 is going to be the blue SMG. Now, the blue SMG for me is one that I really do like. I think having an SMG is good. If I even have just a green pump, if I have that blue SMG, if I hit them for whatever, 100 on that first pump, you can finish them off pretty quickly with the SMG. It's always a quick decision. Do you hip fire or do you aim down sights? I think hip firing is more the way to go. That's the way that I see people going with lately. That's what I've been doing as well. And aiming for the head, if you hit, the SMG hits for 20 something damage, you hit headshots, you're doing big damage. So the blue SMG is a nice finishing weapon, and that's going to be coming in right there at the number 6 spot on my list. And then of course coming in at the number 5 spot, one spot above that, I'm going to put the gold P90. And how I'm doing it as of right now, personally, I take the blue SMG over the purple P90, but I take the gold over the blue. So I like the gold one. I still feel like that accuracy and just the fire rate and the 40 bullets is really nice on that weapon. And of course there's pluses to having the blue SMG. There's ways that the blue SMG is better than the gold. There's ways that the gold is better than the blue, but overall right now I'm leaning more towards the gold, and that's why that's coming in at my number 5 spot. The gold P90 is always nice to find. This thing does super good damage, and it's great. Has great accuracy. Of course, you have to use it close medium range, but if you hit headshots, it's huge damage. Now we're getting into the crunch time. We're getting into my top 4 weapons in the game. The 4 weapons that I'm most excited when I come across and pick up, even more than the gold P90 or the blue SMG or the gold grenade launcher. And that is the weapons that really matter to the core. And the thing with that is, like, the weapons you're going to be using more and more. So a gold RPG is amazing if you hit the shot, but what's coming in at my number 4 spot here, the blue AK is deadly if you hit your shots and in any sort of gunfight. The blue AK, after the AK changes to the heavy shot, or the heavy assault rifles, it's so confused because there was heavy shotguns, heavy assault rifles, but the blue AK is still, honestly, the green is okay. The gray one, I'll take it over a gray, but the blue AK, I really do like that weapon, and it still feels like the traditional AK, where if you hit your shots, and especially if you hit your headshots, the enemy is punished, and after you hit that original punishment, the enemy usually tries to, you crack the enemy for their damage, they're going to try to run away, they're going to try to shoot back, most likely they're going to try to base up and heal, you push the player, and that's why I think ARs are so important. That initial pre-damage is so important, and that's why the blue AK, which used to be the gold AK, comes in number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3 here of the weapons that top 10 weapons is going to be the gold silent scar, and I'm going to put the silent scars here. Of course, there's a gold and purple variant of it. I'm going to put the silent scars at the number 3 spot, just because the silenced ones are nice and they're stupid good with accuracy, but their damage is a little bit lacking, and their bloom also gets a little bit out of control after a certain amount of shots. A lot of the assault rifles do, but those are my concerns with the silenced one. Coming at number 2, we have the gold scar, which is the unsilenced one, just because it has more damage, and silenced is nice because you can remain sort of stealthy. It works kind of in some scenarios, but sometimes it doesn't. So the gold scar, they're coming in at number 2, and then number 1 on my list. This has changed from last time I made my list. I think it was the gold AK, was it? I think. But the gold pump shotgun, oh my goodness, if you get the gold pump shotgun, and like I said, how I'm doing this list where I'm talking about the best variant, so the purple one is great also, but the gold pump, that just, even body shots you're hitting for like 100, it opens up a fight, because usually how fights are opened up is it starts with like 2 good players go at it, right, and you're building, and then whoever hits that first big crack with the shotgun, which that first shot, especially the range, the damage, everything about that gold shotgun is so much more superior to like the green shotgun, and that's why that's coming in at number 1. When I have that gold shotgun, even if I have a common AR and a common SMG, I'm still feeling confident because I can one-shot the player, or even if I don't, my one shot, if it's a significant amount of pellets that hit and significant damage, I can finish off with an SMG. So that's sort of my opinions, and that's what I'm going with as far as the top 10 weapons in this season right now. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop in the comment section down below your thoughts. Drop a like on this video if you guys could. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. That's about it. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'll leave you guys with the rest of this gameplay here if you guys want to see. I finish off with a nice victory royale, and that's about it. Peace out, y'all. See you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.